Hey guys, Estelle back here with you, bringing you some Modern Warfare 2 commentary on Subbase, and this is Domination. The reason I bring this up is it looks like the whole hype for Modern Warfare 3, the whole media machine is starting to run for Modern Warfare 3 now. You can find articles about it on sites that are actually from actual authors and reviewists. Also, if you go, at least at my local GameStop, there's posters up for Modern Warfare 3, and you can start reserving your copy for it, even though it's not coming out until November. I want to talk about that, what Modern Warfare 3 could do. I want to talk about what Battlefield 3 could mean for the Call of Duty series, and why this is a prime time for Battlefield 3 to come out, and what things it needs to do to be successful. Also, I'm going to start off first, though, on what I get to do this weekend that I'm very, very excited for. On my dad's side of the family, but on his side, his mom's sister, that whole extended piece of the family, they are a little bit well-to-do over there in Boston, and believe me, I'm not well-to-do. I'm still broke as a joke, trying to find a job, still in college. Wife graduated college, she's trying to find a job, type of thing. So believe me, I don't get any money from them. But we had an opportunity to get Cubs tickets to go over there. That they're getting. The Cubs are facing Boston Red Sox over there at Fenway, and my dad and I are flying out Saturday, which this will be today, like when you'll see it, to go for this Sunday game. So we're really, really, really excited about that. And then I get to come back around on this coming Tuesday, go to another Cubs game at Wrigley. Because of a promotion that he got. He could buy 6 tickets for $1 a piece, and apparently they're pretty good seats. I don't know anything more about it, but I'm really excited about my coming couple of days here. So let's get started with what's going on with Modern Warfare 3 and things like that. Alright, we all know Modern Warfare 3 is coming out, and it's going to be led by 3 developers. Infinity Ward is one of them. Granted, we do know that the Infinity Ward is not the same lineup of guys that we had before. Those main guys have all either been fired or let go, and the whole lawsuit thing, which most of you guys may know about. However, now that this game is being announced, I have heard things and read things that this is supposed to be a revolutionary game to the series, and if it is, it's about time. This series is in dire need of some sort of kick in the ass, steroid in the butt type of a pump up that it hasn't received in a long time, and because of Black Ops mostly. I mean, I still love Black Ops. It's still a great game in its own sense, but as a Call of Duty, let's face it, it's probably one of the weakest Call of Duty games. Besides, I never played it, but World at War, I don't know. I've never played that one. I don't really branch that, collectively bring this into this group, because that was a totally different era. That game, let's just face it, was the least of the 3 Modern Warfare type games. Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, then Modern Warfare 2, and then Black Ops, which is all a continuation of the story. Black Ops is the weakest of the 3. I think it's fair to say that everybody can agree upon that. And I'm not going to say anything more bad about it. But this gives an opportunity for other games to step up their game. And quite possibly, from what everybody's talking about, and they said this about a lot of games, you know, for all the other games that came out, people thought there would be a Call of Duty killer out there, and it's never been. But it looks like Battlefield 3 is going to be that best chance. If you saw the 12-minute gameplay, it looks phenomenal. Granted, from the military aspect, for me being in the military, they wouldn't be doing some of those things that that happened in that. But the game looks great. It's a little bit different concept than Call of Duty, so if you're expecting a Call of Duty-like game, it's not. It's a totally different idea and spin on the whole warfare stuff. If you ever play Battlefield 2, that's more like what this is going to be, hence Battlefield 3. So, you can see me camping up here, because, you know, that's what I do. So this game is coming out, looks good. Graphically, it looks to meet those standards of the Call of Duty and exceed those. So that looks good. Now, there's a couple other things we need to talk about then. Also, is going to be gear, weapons, those type of things, and then also how smooth the game is. I think the biggest thing that made other games not be a Call of Duty killer, more so than graphics, is the fluidity of the game, whether 60 frames per second, like this game is, I think it is. How fluid this game is. There has been no other game, first-person shooter, to really match this fluidity of this series. And of course, Black Ops is a little subpar than the fluidity in this game. So it's prime time for another game to step up. If they have decent graphics, like it looks like Battlefield is going to have, if it has the fluidity and the fluidness and the smoothness of at least the Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare, that's good. Then now comes into the whole maps. The biggest thing about maps is if they're too big and you get the whole sense of run, and die. That will be an instant killer. And not only that, this is where the balance comes in. If you only have 5 maps, that's going to be a killer. Now, Battlefield 3 is going to be a pretty big game. I'm not quite sure how many people are supposed to be online at one, in a map at one time, match one time, but it looks like to be definitely more than what it is now in Call of Duty. So that might mean bigger maps. Now, how are they going to structure that? Are there going to be buildings in there like they did in Battlefield Bad Company 2, where there were big maps, but there are a lot of places to hide, nooks and crannies, cliffs, hills, buildings, that you really didn't get that feel? I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen anything about it, and maybe somebody knows, and then share that along. Let's talk about it. I'm really excited for it. I am contemplating it once I get my Xbox, to get that game on Xbox, but while get the next Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on the PlayStation. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that, but that's what I'm contemplating. So you have your gear and weapons, which we really can't comment about except for things that we already kind of saw. AT-4, which was that rocket launcher. That's a rocket launcher pretty much. It's an anti-tank round is what it is. I shot one of those. Basically, it's a one hit it and quit it. It has one round in the tube, and once you fire that round, it's useless. It's pretty much, I think it's one of the cheapest anti-tank rounds that they rockets that you can buy, that they make, because it seems like it was just made out of real hardened, sophisticated plastic versus a metal tube. So that we saw those AT-4s in that 12-minute gameplay. We know there's an M16. We saw that. And it looks like it is an A4 with all the night vision stuff. A4 basically, there's been a bunch of models of M16s. A1s were the ones in Vietnam, which were the crappy ones. They always jammed. They had fully automatic. They only fired fully automatic, that kind of thing. A2 was more of a prototype. We never really saw that, but the big one to hit the military after the A1s that took the place of the A1s were the A3s. They're the ones I mostly used. And then later in my 4-year stint in the Marine Corps, I got to play around with the A4, which the only difference is the rail system. The handguards are different. They have a rail system on the handguard so you can put shit on it, like the night vision, the scopes, the surefire flashlights, that kind of stuff. It looks like it has the A4s. I saw a SAW in there, which is a squad automatic weapons, basically the personal machine gun that somebody will carry. So those weapons are definitely in there. Let's see what else they do. They need to have more of a variety of stuff, and they need to have more variety of gear along with the weapons. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. So there's a lot of promise with Battlefield. But Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 3 looks good, but hopefully it reboots something. It does something, because I'm ready for a change on something. This is supposed to be in the future, more in the future than Modern Warfare 2. So we'll see how that goes. I got a couple other thoughts I'm going to pass on, but this match is coming down to an end, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll share my other thoughts on a later video. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. This was a pretty good match. I'm still trying to recover from the month and a half off of gaming here, and I'm not that great yet like I used to be, but it's getting there. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. Have a good one.